So last night, Jorge De La Rosa becomes the #1 strikeout pitcher in Rockies history. He passes
what, did he have 3?
Ubaldo Jiménez.
I mean, really,
He only has 774 strikeouts in his career. I mean, that's 3 or 4 good years.
Yeah, but
for
he had
a real strikeout pitcher.
I wasn't being funny. I think he had like 3 or 4 at the most last night.
But he's #1 on
it
the.
was a 15-strike effort.
He's #1 on the Rockies all-time list. So I'm watching SportsCenter last night. And they do the story, and then they go into who would be on the Mount Rushmore of Rockies pitchers. Boy. And the 4 pitchers they named,
ESPN must have been hard up.
De La Rosa, Ubaldo Jiménez, Aaron Cook, and Jhoulys Chacin.
Wow.
Did anything strike you funny there? By the way, Jhoulys Chacin, a career record with the Rockies of 38 and 48. Really? Really?
First of all,
I think Aaron Cook.
I'll defer to Whittier.
Aaron Cook had a below 500 record too.
Well, actually, I've got that. He was 72 and 68, and the Rockies' all-time winning pitcher, 72 wins.
I wrote a column once on Aaron Cook, and it was a really flattering thing. And the next day, I'm in the clubhouse, and I know this never happened to either one of you. And I'm in the clubhouse, and the NCAA finals are on. We're at spring training. And he said, "Would you get your ass out of the way so I can watch TV?" That's how much he thanked me for.
Hey, I can tell you 3 guys that I would put on Mount Rushmore ahead of Jhoulys Chacin. One would be Jeff Francis.
Yeah, that's
who also
obvious.
was a couple of wins over 500. And then there were a couple of relievers who had really good careers here. Steve Reed was a very good setup man for them, submariner. And Brian Fuentes had quite a few seasons of 30-plus saves. So Jhoulys Chacin, what are your boys at ESPN thinking here?
They weren't.
I blame you.
They weren't.
So who would you put on it?
Jeez. I would not put a Mount Rushmore of pitchers. I guess I would just take guys that made me feel good. Kevin Ritz made me feel good.
He had 17,
I tell you what I'm doing.
He had 17 wins.
Hey, I'm not commissioning anybody to do a Mount Rushmore of pitching for this team, okay? Let's wait about another decade and see if anybody pops up.
Outside this building, there's a guy on a horse. And you'd be hard-pressed to find one Rockies pitcher to put on that horse in the middle of downtown Denver. I mean, we're talking about, the Dodgers. Oh, let's start with Koufax. We go through, the Yankees. Oh, gee, let's see. Can we even get to 4 pitchers? You can't get to 4 pitchers.
No.
I thought, actually, and help me out,
Jimenez
had 2 or 3 years. He had the 1 year that he won 21, didn't he? 19.
Yeah, nobody's won 20 yet.
Well, before him was who was the Latin pitcher that
Armando Reynoso?
No, he was from Mexico.
Oh, Pedro Astacio.
Yeah, Astacio, I think, is as good a pitcher they had over a 3 or 4 year period.
Yeah.
So
I agree with that.
Jeff Francis, I think, is their greatest all-time pitcher because
you wouldn't put Hampton or Nagel on that list.
Put Denny Nagel on a different list.
Mike Hampton had a great half season.